Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with ESA Cup. It's Bozemax, and tonight I'm accompanied by, actually on that side, Olex. Good evening.
Yep, hello. I'm excited to be here. Again, I guess. I've been going a bit back to casting, so yeah, pretty exciting to see what this match is going to be bringing. And as you see down there, it's going to be MG Ryuga versus Team Frequency.
Yeah, very exciting match, especially after the bit of a break that we had. A very unfortunate one. All, of course, had to do with the bug that was introduced with the seasonal release of Rainbow Six Siege that introduced some issues with the sensitivity in that zone on controller players, and of course that heavily affects us. After which we took a break, but then decided to resume anyway. So we're already a little bit late, so we actually are going to just catch up a little bit. I don't know if whether the lobby is already ready or next.
Lobby is ready, so we can
Okay, well,
jump
let's
straight in.
just
Yep,
jump straight into the game and we'll just catch up on the go.
yep, definitely. As we'll be heading. The viewers don't know, but we'll be heading to Clubhouse, and we can see
Ooh.
the social vote, and it's
Oh, wow.
definitely favoring the side of MG Yuga
Yeah.
with a 70% vote.
That's not exactly what I was expecting. I mean, both MG Ryuga and Team Frequency are both very good teams. Both of the two teams had some pretty good results over the past weeks, over the past months in Siege. Also, one interesting thing is that these two teams have participated against each other in ESA Cup. It was in the quarterfinals of the upper bracket, so basically the first round of the upper bracket. These two teams were match made against each other. And from that point, actually, MG Ryuga managed to win 2-0 against Frequency. So a bit of an upset there for Frequency. But then they managed to fight themselves back through the lower bracket to this point, where then Ryuga eventually also lost in that upper bracket and got dropped down to the lower bracket as well. The same treatment they gave to Frequency, and now they're meeting each other again. And this time, there's no chance to drop down to another bracket because this is the lower bracket. Losing this match means you're eliminated. So I think this is a perfect way for these two teams to have another rematch between these two rivals, where they can really decide and prove who's really the strongest.
Yeah, but as we head on to the first map, which, yes, is Clubhouse, and we see the operator bans, nothing too out of the ordinary. He has the first two attackers banned, Dokubi and Monty. Monty, of course, with the buff, has become quite strong, and especially on this map, there are quite a few sites where he could be useful, taking off the board, and Dokubi just kind of be annoying, and I would have been expecting a Valk ban to kind of counter the Dokubi ban, but it doesn't appear, so it does look like Valk might be quite a nuisance for the attacking team, as the only counter against her would be an IQ. That
Yeah.
Dokubi, of course, yeah, when you call, no defenders are able to see those cams.
Mm-hmm.
But as we go into the round, we have a bit of downtime, so we could look at
Oh,
the
yeah.
map bands. Log them
Yeah.
right below, right here.
Oh, it's refreshing. But either way, the bit of information that we were still owing our viewers, as you can see right now, Clubhouse, indeed, the very first map all this evening, picked by Team Frequency. So this should be kind of working in their favor. The border, which has been picked by the side of Ryuga. But if it happens that both teams are very well matched against each other and bring us a spectacular match, we will go to the third map of Oregon. And that is going to be the decider. But for now, we're starting off here at Clubhouse, and the next one will be Border. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, next. One thing is immediately catching our attention, right? Like if we hide the map bans, then there's something new to the game, of course. Because just over a week ago, the new season of Rainbow Six came out, and with this, we got a new HUD for the spectator, and it's different. It's very different.
It has been controversial, to say the least. So
Yeah. Can
yeah,
we actually make those boxes in the bottom smaller, or is this really the size? Yeah, there you go. Okay, this helps. This helps. It was just
yeah.
taking a bit of too much of a portion of the screen for me there. Okay, this is doable. It might take some time to get used to it, but at least it's workable for now. Okay, good.
The downside is it does hide some information from your screen, which has been the main point of controversy here. But we then we can get what, as we see here, might be a bit of a rush. He just rushes through. The going edge gets immediately down by Yuki into Arsenal, gets two for himself, and now there's some here. Spat with Alumite Maxim. She's looking at the tunnel, the going fire, not allowing them to push through inside and help their teammates, and yeah, they think they decide to back down there as the fast push into the side, not successful. They get one for the trouble, but didn't get enough map control to establish themselves at the site. So now they'll go back, lick their wounds, and start fresh. As it did force most of those defenders to go back inside, but not just. He's just playing on this main stairs and might walking out of this main window might catch someone off guard if they're not careful.
Oh, that's definitely very nasty rotation, especially with the diffuser currently laying in the door. Hibana is potentially, no, she's not. She was about to make it her way outside, but is staying in safety right now, not aware of the danger that's lurking right around the corner. I mean, run out, you don't see that much anymore. This used to be like a very frequent rotation for defenders, so they would jump out. But these days, you're just, I mean, it's already changed a long time ago. But you get spawned almost instantly when you go outside the defender. And it's just not really worth the risk anymore. But for now, already the first 2 minutes have expired. Attackers have definitely been slowed by their failed rush attempt, but have been able to, I mean, get a bit of a foothold here. They have been able to get some covers on ground, gain some ground, where they can do some pressure. But at the same time, it's Hachi getting another kill right there. One of the members of Frequency, of which another one, unfortunately, to lobby, but likely will return. And this leads to the 3. HP, however, on the side of Frequency, not very much working in their favor, while it's very much full for the side of Ryuga. So with these 30 seconds, they need to find an opportunity away into the bomb site to get some kills, get the diffuser down, which they are currently not even in the possession of, but the Ace can easily retrieve it, which he just did. And with these 18 seconds, they need to find a way in, they need to go for the drop, they need to go for the kills, but unfortunately, it's Hachi with the kill onto Braxton, leaving Buck left standing here at all, gets found by Yuki, and that way the first round goes to the side of Frequency, putting the score on yeah.
And Ryuga there not really adapting too much to how the situation played out, as we'll just get a quick pause for the last member of Team Frequency to rejoin. But yeah, I mean, the rush attempt failed, but Ryuga just kind of stuck with the same kind of push and attack. While they had 2 minutes on the clock, they could have easily rotated out, just regrouped as a team, and kind of evaluated the situation, seen where there is a kind of a weak spot which they could exploit, but instead they just persevered and ultimately not succeeded in their attack. But it is it was a basement attack, basement on Clubhouse.
Oh, quite strong.
Yeah, usually quite a strong site, so might not be a alarms and bring alarms just yet, as Team Frequency themselves do appear to be going for a gym bedroom this time around.
Yeah. Meanwhile, just got an update from the side of Frequency that the player is rejoining, so we should be able to continue the game pretty soon from now on. But this also gives a bit of time, because I told you that these two teams played against each other before in the upper bracket quarterfinals. And to give you an insight on what that match was like, they played Nighthaven Labs and Cafe Dostoevsky with Oregon as the decider as well. But Ryuga won both maps, Nighthaven Labs with a 7-3 and Cafe with a 7-4. So that was a pretty convincing match by the side of Ryuga last time around. But potentially Frequency will be able to fight back harder. But at the same time, these two teams, they also have played, of course, in other competitions. And I just used this video for a moment to take a quick look on some of the statistics from that. And basically, in the past month, just over a month, Ryuga has pretty much won every single match. Where before April, like March, there was usually Frequency winning matches. That might actually have been also Frequency. But since Frequency changed their roster, and since May basically, it's always been Ryuga who has won matches.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see the map changes that have come from these two teams. Last time you said they played Nighthaven and Cafe. This time they did go for a bit more traditional maps, like Clubhouse, not Clubhouse, Oregon. Those maps that have been in the pool since basically forever. Receive minor shift as first gunfight comes out. Ali Meister gets thank yous from the drone info. Really good first pick there, and that's the Omai on the board as well.
That's definitely a good start because, of course, his utility recharges over time. So that's quite a bit of utility taken to the grave before it even could be placed. And, of course, also the opening kill being very, very useful. Meanwhile, Ace already taking control over the catwalk, already having opened the wall partially for where he can easily enter the building and take more ground. And as it seems, there's not much pressure or not much presence here from the defensive side over on the eastern side, I believe. We lost our compass. Oh, Dex. I just realized we don't have a compass anymore.
Yeah, that is a change, and
Okay.
unfortunately you can't bring it back.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. I kind of like the compass. You just talk about, okay, it's east, west. But either way, yeah, like no one coming from the CCTV cache area, I should say in this case, this direction anymore. But this gives the attackers quite a bit of free space to enter the building, get a bit of a foothold, and so actually, yeah, like start getting a bit stronger and get closer to the bomb site within a very nice time frame, having lots of time available to actually contest the actual bomb site.
We'll see here Hachi getting a bit aggressive here on this hatch. No displaying there yet, but team definitely feeling the pressure, but never mind, yeah. Gets punished by gold there. Not sure from where, probably side, but the hatch this time Gunfight goes the way of Team Frequency. Gets the kill, but that control being open, that is a very, very sticky situation here that just finds himself in. But if he's not drawn down, this could be quite powerful. But it does mean that there's really, really not a lot of angles, not a lot of spots where Team Frequency can sit without expecting this to reach.
Yeah, and this is exactly what's happening. Is just, however, using the breach in the opposite direction, finding a kill onto Pat, evening out the player, the man count, bringing us back to the 3-3. And with 15 seconds remaining, this is devastating to the inside. They need the manpower to actually win the round here, and it's not going in their way. 2 quick kills from the side of Frequency onto the side of Ryuga, leaving the, I believe it was Termite Fazon, left standing all by himself outside. And found here by the guest with a beautiful one-tap headshot, I believe that was. Great job there. Second round on the board for Frequency, putting the score on 0-2.
And that was a comeback from 5-3 for Team Frequency. The situation looked really dire for them, kind of like stuck inside, but they did win out those gunfights, which is well done by them. And Ryuga just not able to find much success on their attacks, as we see the tertiary side, which on Clubhouse has been kind of oscillating between CCTV and this side, which is good to see our display, which is the bar. Yeah, we saw usually teams do go for CCTV recently because, well, teams have been kind of getting used to the bar, so to see that that's a bar, which we saw played a lot when the map was just reworked.
Yeah, it's a bomb site that kind of gained popularity, then lost a lot of popularity, but now gaining popularity again. And we just see it, although, I mean, yeah, like CCTV cache, it's just bomb site that still, I mean, not much has changed there, but people just learned very well on how to actually attack it, where defenders kind of lost the upper hand that they once used to have. But I'm very happy to see this bomb site because it's a very versatile bomb site with the verticality you can make, like top floor being crucial for either of the two teams. I'm very happy that it's finally starting to be played more and more, and I'm very curious to see how the side of Frequency will defend it or how the side of Ryuga will actually attack it. Oh, Bank is already getting that first kill onto goal. That's another player of the again, a player of the side of Ryuga getting opening kills once more. The buckles as well, crucial player for that verticality. Yes, they do have some upgrades which might have brought vision charge. No, they don't. They don't have actually have any vision charge. They do have the Harvest utility, which can do the same thing. But in general, it will be quite more difficult for the side of Ryuga to open up those floors and contest the ball from above.
Yeah, but great team play also from Team Frequency, as Hachi was being drilled down and was being pressured and exploiting the kind of tunnel vision that Gold finds himself in. Bankus was able to flank up onto Catwalk and help his teammates, so really well done by them to get that opening pick. But now, minute 40, Ryuga find themselves opening up these walls, getting some control, but setting out control we need to attack this site as still Hachi causing some chaos here on top red for the monster. But complete opposite side, there's push coming out and Bankus stops it right in the tracks, gets stopped himself, gets down, but immediately traded it out. Now redefense on 2e3 as Rags is to find at least one. Another one, Elumeister gets Hachi on the flank, and now 2e3 situation a lot more winnable, but there's an Echo and Castle still on the board, and
Yikes.
yeah, if the Ryuga's not careful, they might find themselves dealing with Yuki's drones, which could cause some trouble. But Yuki's kind of a tough spot here. I'm not sure why, but he's playing inside, which might expose him to be killed. And if he is, that's not going to be great, as Alumeister finds another one. And now it's a real situation for the side of Yuki. Hatches are being opened, but he can just hide himself. He can just find a safe spot, maybe even drop down below. He might be able to use his drones. Yeah.
Yeah, he got spotted. They know exactly where he is. There's two attackers. They know the position of the Echo. This is not a position where Echo wants to be in. Does do a bit of damage, but doesn't actually secure the kill. Well, he should, but he still managed to find the kill without kill. It's 1 versus 1 right now. But Rexy exactly knows where Yuki's playing. Finds the kill through the bar or just through the smoke. Beautifully done. But either way, that's the first round finally secured by the side of Ryuga after losing 2 in a row. So finally some success here from them. Which also was kind of expected by our viewers, especially if we took a look at that prediction that we did earlier. You could see, I believe it was 70% for Ryuga.
Yeah, 70-30 was the split.
Yeah, so losing those first 2 rounds definitely wasn't ideal from them, but at the same time, also do not forget they are playing as the attacking side, where Frequency is playing as the defending side, which should favor Frequency. But at the same time, it's good. I'm just happy that both teams are now waking up, performing well in a way. Scoring points, because in the end, like I said before, these 2 teams played before. There was a 4-7 and a 3-7. I would love this the match today to be a lot closer than that.
Yeah, we did quite a bit of 2-0s coming out recently, so the field should tighten up a tiny bit as we get closer to the grand final. But what I found really weird was the way Echo was playing, as if he lost both his drones, which, if that was the case, definitely shouldn't be happening. But yeah, definitely really weird. I found it really weird. But still, they're still have the advantage of 1 round lead, which they would like to keep, as would be still aiming for 5-1 half if they can. 5-1 half is really strong, but still they need to perform to get that result on the board. This time, Fazon on the blitz, deciding not to be as aggressive as they were last round. Probably doing some room clearing with the blitz. We can be really careful for that, as we saw Gold on that switch. He's trying some of those goalie canisters inside. This will be really great for that late round. When they're attacking site, they don't need to worry about those goalie canisters being popped and basically wasted precious seconds.
Yeah, instead of Ryuga first attempt on attacking this bomb site, they took a lot of risk by going for decided to go for a bit of a slower push. C4 as well being thrown here from below, damaging the Buck a little bit, but only losing a total of 18 HP. So not too bad for him. He's still in play. I can still do a lot for his team in this case. But for now, the attackers still just covering most of them. Basically gain control over most of the map, as every single defender is playing on site, which just makes total sense for bomb sites like the basement here. And they're just ready to weaken up some of the defensive material, open up those soft floors, soft walls, and just get ready for just getting some picks where they can then go for the push. Blitz actually throwing out this weapon, which actually might, well, signal the push happening. Also will help him go back onto Mahachi. But just in 5 versus 4, attackers are gaining more control. It's getting ready to push into the bomb side. They know players in blue, but at the same time, attacker is coming right from behind. That player who is playing right behind the boiler there. So now they're just waiting for the right kind of opening kill to get the right kind of control.
Yeah, and Alimeister being taken down, but still 4v1 situation already. Kills going left and right. Bankus left all alone. And now, flashed by the Yig, and AR still here playing for his life. Still not going down, but it doesn't matter. Gold gets the final kill. I don't know what happened, but still. What happened is Ryuga won themselves another round. That was a lot better than what we saw from them last time they were attacking basement. Definitely a more coordinated attack and
Oh yeah.
a lot better in terms of roam clearing. Definitely getting that second. I think minute 30 was when they started opening hatches, which is really good for basement.
Defenders, protect your
And
bombs.
instead of perhaps not extending enough, not having enough utility to turtle and sight, leaving themselves kind of vulnerable. I saw also the bandit trick. Bandit trick the triple at the end. It didn't really matter as Ryuga, I can just ignore that wall, just go through doors and which they succeed with, but kind of forcing their way into sight, relying a lot more on gunfights, which is risky, but yeah, paid off for them. This time, the top floor.
5 seconds to go.
I'll be see what Ryuga will be doing and how they'll adapt their attack. Last time they also didn't succeed here either.
Yes, right.
Looks at their lineup. Yeah, they are changing some bits.
Yeah, sir. I was about to say the same thing. This is like a second attempt for the side of Ryuga, where the first time they didn't succeed. Second time on the basement they did succeed, so maybe they will do the same thing around. But either way, they have already got 2 rounds on the board as an attacking team, which is already pretty good. And pretty workable once they go to the defense. Ryuga being in good spots, and with Frequency now losing 2 rounds in a row. It's a bit of a time for them to actually step up the game a bit and just do better. Oh, Thermite meanwhile opening the walls, getting those first entry points and line of sights created. We can also see the Grim playing on the rooftop, getting ready in position to also go from either of the sides. Where then here on this case, it's the Ace who is now from the carriage. But actually there's a player playing in oil pit, stuck in position, but Ace decides to fall back as he might not be sure whether anyone's able to cover him. He got damaged quite a bit there by it was Yuki, who was playing as Fenrir, who just only got damaged himself a little bit. So definitely a nice attempt, but unfortunately no kills on either side there.
App has this time Ryuga, last time we saw them going for a split push, this time a lot more coordinated, a lot more one side. Actually, never mind, they're still opening this wall, and thankfully Alimeister did get away with his left, which does allow them to open it, but big just bring out for the side of Steve Frequency, just everywhere, complete collapse of the attacking side, just completely out of nowhere.
Wow,
I don't even know what happened. I did not expect that at all.
First of all, flawless round, which is impressive, but the way it happened in a perspective of, what was it, 10-15 seconds, every single member of Ryuga got killed.
Yeah.
Beautifully done by Frequency, first of all, beautifully done. They did a great job there, but
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think just it might have been a coincidence that players started to kind of try to get more back control and then just all fell down one by one. But nevertheless, Frequency do get themselves a run around, and this time going a very different strategy from the looks of it, with the Kaid and Tubrao still trying to delay that push as far away as possible with the Goy characters as well, and the Lucy's.
yeah,
Doesn't look like they're gonna turtle again inside, but this time I think
5 seconds
this is a
left
lot
before
more
insertion.
adapted to what Ryuga is bringing to the table.
And again, we can see that Blitz coming to the board again. Blitz, first time used for a rush, second time to use, actually used for a full roam clear. Well, this time there might actually be roams, like you're pointing out. So I'm definitely curious to see what extent Blitz will successfully do with his roamers. He's going to gain a bit of information himself first. We can also see the void shield that being placed by the Warden, the triple wall not being reinforced fully, only the middle one being reinforced with some holes for lines of sight being created on either of the 2 sides. So definitely, indeed, like you said, a very different kind of setup. I think, yeah, every defender is downstairs, so no roamers once more. So attackers should be able to make quick work of clearing the buildings. If they only had three players and drones, they would have known that there is no roamers, which would have taken some time. But at the same time, Ryuga has been quite time effective. And like you said last time, they had 1 minute and 30 seconds left or so to open up those hatches and get them opened as well. So if they make quick work of this, they will have plenty of time to still do their job.
Yeah, and you can see how the blitz is being used kind of as a makeshift drone here, as he just runs to the rooms and clears them out quite effectively. And the advantage of having the blitz is he also takes the map control, whereas the drone, if there is a person in a room,
He's
they'll still
fucked.
need to fight. Yeah. So now, again, a minute 30, they're making their way downstairs. I think they now know that there's no roam left. Still, blitz going for the strip club, clearing out that position, because that can be a bit of a tough position to deal with. But there's no one there anyway, so the breach will be started. But impact tricks being brought by the side of frequency, which will further delay this push. A minute on the left on the clock. This impact trick fails, but still another one succeeds. Now Fazon, making his way downstairs already. Probably going for cool. Trying to get an early advantage, but backfires completely as super kills Ryuga find themselves in a 3v5. 45 seconds left. Hatches are hatched, but a single hatch has been opened up, the kitchen hatch. This is a bit of a more situation than their last push.
Yeah, only 30 seconds remaining. There's not much time left. They are in a 3 versus 5 situation as well. So clear man advantage here for the side of Frequency. HP doing well on the side of Ryuga, but still that man advantage is going to be very, very low here. 15 seconds. So this is the moment they need to rush in. They need to rush in almost blindly as well, as they might not even know where they're playing. There's literally scattered everywhere. Aljomice getting one kill out of Hachi with a kill onto Rexy. Gold with a kill onto Yuki and Hachi. But then Shinji with a kill onto Aljomice, leaving Gold all left standing in this 1 versus 2 situation with no time remaining. And in the very last milliseconds, he gets found by the water and gets taken care of. And that's another round win here for the side of Frequency, putting us on a 2-4 roll swap, where it's now going to be Ryuga on the defense and Frequency on the offense. I just quickly want to point out how the Kaid also really helped Frequency here, because in the end, yes, Ryuga had the Twitch drone and the Brava drone, which definitely both of them could have dealt with those lesser claws, but at the same time, they're just so much more risky. You need to drive them inside. There's so plenty of ways where you can get shot, and if it happens, you don't have a chance to take out a lesser claw anymore. And that really makes it very difficult to get those hatches open.
Yeah, there's also still two brow on the board, which wasn't really used that much because that single hatch that was an electric claw, they didn't really go for it. They kind of couldn't. So I'll bring enough utility for this push, and as well as that kind of blue push, I find it kind of needless. It was really early in the round, and the rest of the team is not ready to for that push to kind of divert attention away from those players.
5 seconds left.
So kind of jumping in the gun there a bit, as those had plenty of time left. So
out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
yeah, might have been a bit of a mistake, but
Bomb diffuser has
now
been
they're
dropped.
on
Attackers
defense.
will
MG
cover the
Ryuga
bomb
going for a
diffuser.
very different setup than what we saw from the side of Frequency Esport, going for a very wide SSG-like roam, to go to hatch, so that players can retreat more effectively. This will mean that it will be putting us in a bit of danger to kind of get killed, but at the same time, it will delay a lot more time than just not working.
Yeah, so Ryuga now on the defense already getting contested quite a bit, as the attackers are aware of this player playing upstairs. Legion, who can strengthen his position quite well, especially with his Goonie nose. This is also accompanied by, I believe, who is Goals, but unfortunately it's Aljomice losing his life to the hands of Hachi. But a Fazon with a kill onto Just brings it back to 4 versus 4. Both sides losing 1 life in total. But with Gold still playing here up top, there is still a threat for them that they want to be dealing with. However, the attackers did lose some man counts, or at least some pressure, some dedicated people who were actually trying to pressure this position. And as long as Gold is playing here, the attackers will feel very uncomfortable. They need to continuously watch their flank, but they will not find a deal with him, which they do. Just on the moment where Gold was about to go for a kill onto Bankers, Hachi steps in at the exact right timing. Brings us to the 3 versus 3 as the defenders and the attackers both lost one life. Well, with 1 minute and 30 seconds on X, we're left with the 3 versus 3.
Yeah, but still Fazon going for a flank as well, which Frequency might not expect. But nope, he is going down. But it's 1v1 against Hachi, which Hachi loses. Fazon gets another one. It's 3v2 now with Bankyus also on the prowl, but might be a bit too late. Fazon is able to retreat through garage, through oil pit, just downstairs. Now Yuki is in mode, has found himself down here, but he needs the supportive teammate. He needs Bankyus to help him out here to do anything. Oh, the punch hole! Pad loses his life, and now Yuki is straight to sight. One kill, and now it's all left up to Braxy, who's in Moto. Now, Planting down, rotate. There's some info, but it doesn't matter. Bankyus still finds the kill. And I'm not gonna lie, the situation for the attackers did not look good, but somehow they still pull it off.
Yeah, they still managed to pull it off. Like at one point, we had one attacker still on the top floor, while the other one was playing inside of Moto. 3 defenders alive at that point. Not entirely sure how things went wrong, and I think Ryuga is also not happy about the performance at this point, calling out the tactical timeout to have a moment to talk through what has been going wrong, what can be done better, and find a way to catch up with Frequency, who now is 3 points ahead of Ryuga. Yes, this is the map pick of Frequency Esport, so in a way it naturally benefits them. But at the same time, Clubhouse is such a basic map. It has been around for ages. Everyone has played it countless of times. So Ryuga also should be very capable of playing this map and might just be struggling internally. And hopefully this tactical timeout will provide them the moment to actually, pull things back together.
Yeah, those 45 seconds can make or break a team and can lead to a giant comeback happening. It does also kind of break the momentum that Team Frequency has built themselves up. 3 runs in a row they've won so far. They will be looking for even a way to close out this map. But yeah, Andrew Ryuga looking to great here in the Clubhouse. It's not over. It's still fight. They still have at least 2 chances at redemption, or two mistakes, one mistake they can afford before it's all over for them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely Ryuga not in a very bad position yet. They lost their first defensive round, which should benefit them in a way. But at the same time, they have plenty of time to catch up. They're now going to another bomb side, top floor, which is also usually highly favorable for a good defensive team.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and
so there's a good chance they might be able to work things around. And if they win this round, it will be a 3-5, only 2 rounds behind. And if they win another one, it will be 4-5. So Ryuga is still pretty close to catching up. But yeah, they will need to do it now, because if they don't do it now, it might be too late. And what we're seeing right now is the usual bit of defense, right, from the defenders, mostly extending all the way back to CCTV cache, extending, falling back whenever needed. But what we're seeing from Frequency is a bit different. We're seeing pressure from the main stairs, something that's usually ignored quite a bit. But there's actually 2 players heading that way, droning quite a bit. They know defenders playing there, and they will try to flush him out. Actually, a 3rd attacker heading that way as well. So it's Frequency definitely going for a bit of an unordinary kind of attack here, especially also with the player here on the window. If any defender just stands up or jumps in to help, he might lose his life, and that's exactly what happens. Bandit was on his way to jump in and help out. He basically got baited. Awesome with the he should have known about this. He knows that Just is there. Unfortunately, he didn't. I mean, the communication was there, or just forgot about it. Lost his life needlessly, and this leaves us with a 3 versus 4 next.
Yeah, and Fazon, really interesting position here. I think they know about him. Yep, he is droned out. They know that he's down in that mysterious position, but interesting enough, the bandit being lost could provide a situation where they will be able to get that breach open, but there's a meat jammer on the wall, and there's
Bomb
nobody
located by
really
attackers.
to. Never mind, they have impact on attack to get that wall open. Now, Braxy playing behind this shield will provide him some cover, but with that wall being open, it's a bit dicey. Oh no, wasn't open fully. I think they can still break that little part of the. Yeah, so it might still work out, but with a Ying on the board and Warden being down, this could provide some trouble here as B is being thrown out. Braxy feeling some pressure, he is being spotted. Flash is being thrown out. Now drop from logistics does find one, and now Gold is left all alone. In a one situation, still winnable.
Oh,
Never
traded.
mind.
No, not traded.
Still.
Right now. Yeah.
Just finds the kill. SMG 11, not easy to control, especially on that long distance with the ACOG. A lot easier, but that round puts frequency on match point. Really good use of utility there in the late round. I was kind of stumbling over my words, but those Bs being thrown out, Ying Candelas, Flores Jones,
Yeah.
doing absolute chaos in sight, and capitalizing on that, able to take out all the players from side of Ryuga, who now stare at a match point and a potential loss
Attackers
of
need
this
to
first
locate
map.
and defuse as many
Even
bombs
if they
as
lose,
they can.
it's still not over. They still have 2 more maps to for redemption, but going downstairs yet again, 2-7 loss will definitely be a mental choker, as I think Tubrow just threw a canister out. Yeah, he did.
Seems like it. I mean, no, I think the hatch just looked a bit weird.
He's supposed to have 3 canisters though.
Oh, and he now only has 2. I guess
Yeah.
he did them, but it didn't spread beyond the hatch for some reason. Did he
Yeah.
shoot it in time or something? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I was quickly looking and there could be no fun facts there. But yeah, this is freaking in a very good position, a bit unexpected, especially from the community vote that we had seen earlier. Of course, the match hasn't been won. They need to win one of the upcoming 4 rounds, which provides them with plenty of opportunity. But if it's up to Ryuga, they're going to put everything that in their power to try and deny those opportunities and win 4 rounds in a row. To bring this map to 6-6, to bring this map to overtime, to allow also Ryuga this map. For now, we can see Ryuga already entering the building, using those man drones to open up some ceilings and floors, to create some new lines of sight, and make it a bit more difficult for the defenders to play safely on site.
Ryuga, they are going for a bit more of a turtle approach to their defenses, with some people aggressing on these stairs, but have dropped back to site. That does allow a lot more time for the side of frequency if they realize to set up and execute. But Pat being taken out, Valk being taken off the board. Not a big deal. He did throw a C4 out already, so all his agility was down, but still, that's a gun down, and MPX is quite deadly in the right hand, so losing a Valk could be a bit devastating, but it does allow him to set on cams. It does free up all of the hands to focus on this attack, as Maverick being lost. I think that was when he was pushing the hatch. Yeah, the hatch is not fully reached. Yeah, still, Bankers has those hard reach gadgets that pull being close to 5 into the ground. That's why you bring Maverick to avoid this situation. He will only be able to deny it for a couple of, for I think 30 seconds, and not 45 if he had all 3 canisters still in the pocket. But still, that does deny quite a bit of time.
Oh, definitely.
The execute.
Yeah, and time that's very valuable for the defensive side. That works in the favor of the defensive side. The lower the time remaining, the better the defensive side finds himself in the position. So the attackers need to find a way to go to the one side, get those kills for the team. Of course, for you can see once they enter this map here for right now and right here. But with the Incandescents come out, this is potential execute that they're waiting for. The Incandescents come out, stunning those defenders. It's Hachi getting a kill onto Gold, leaving us with 3 versus 4. But he's another kill onto one of the players. Onto Bankus, just a kill onto Aljamais, leaving leaves Phasm all left standing, and it's Shinji with the final kill, securing yet another round for the side of Frequency Gaming, and therefore winning this first map with a 2-7 score.
Yep, and quite a dominant way of showing the way they play Clubhouse. I think they went flawless on their attacks, which, yeah, flawless attacks is quite a feat on a map like Clubhouse, so really well done by them. Definitely know the map really, really well. But,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Talking about flawless, especially for a roster that used to be called Flawless 7, it's always just a little bit of a funny one. Of course, no flawless 7 rounds. I mean, that would have been an 07 score in this case, but still wonderfully done by the side of Freaking Speed. Especially, like you said, not expected by the community, potentially not even expected by us. I'm not sure which team Union voted for, but I think
don't
I
even
voted for
remember.
Ryuga. So yeah, that's a bit of a surprise, but at the same time, it was Frequency's map pick, and of course, Ryuga will have a good chance on the following map, which was going to be, let me take a quick peek, Border. So Border is going to be the following map, where then Ryuga, of course, will have a chance to fight back, or not, because if in the end, oh, there we go, there's the prediction that we were talking about. We can see,
Yep,
yeah,
everyone
it's
went for Ryuga, me and you
mostly Ryuga, and there's
included.
2 Frequencies, another Frequency, and then 2 Ryugas, with
Yeah.
Axia not voting. Boo. But either
Boo.
way, yeah, 70 versus 30%. That brings it in a total, of course, together with the community votes. So a bit of a surprise there. But like I said, there's a good chance for a comeback from Ryuga on Border. But at the same time, Ryuga's Frequency did a great job. A 7-2 is a beautiful score. Shows that they're really capable of beating Ryuga after losing quite a few matches before, like I said, in the history of other competitions. But maybe there's a chance for them to work things around. Either way, whether you lose today or win today, but these two teams are already in the top 6. Of course, the loser will be left in the top, in the 5th and 6th position, where the winner will make it to the top 4 and potentially, and then only being 1 match away, 2 matches away from the grand finals. So either way, wherever you end, you're in a good position. But only one can actually make it through and play against Phoenix next week, Monday. For now, we're going to have a quick break here of about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be back with the second map of today, which is going to be Border. So see you guys in a minute. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with Border, the second map of this evening. We have just watched the first map being played by these two teams, which are MG Ryuga and Frequency Esport. The first map was Clubhouse, which was being won with a 2-7 score in the favor of Frequency Esports. Right now, we're going to the map pick of Ryuga, which is Border in this case. And well, in a way, for the match, the sake of the match, we want a close match, especially down here in the lower brackets, quarterfinals. We want a close match, especially since one of these two teams is going to be sent home. And then, for the sake of the match, like I said, I would love for Ryuga to win this map, so we can go to the final map of today, which then will be Oregon. But at the same hand, Frequency 2-7 score, great score for them, shows they're in a very good shape, which means they might just take this home as well and end the match early.
Wow, I think it's the first time you're hoping for an Oregon map to be played on ESA, but
it's not about Oregon. It's just about the sake of the match being close. But yeah, I don't like Oregon, but I'd rather have this map go to with a 1-1 score to Oregon than ending it 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a chance because this is Ryuga's map pick. Last map was Frequency's map pick, so we would expect Ryuga to be slightly worse on that map. Maybe not 2-7 worse, but still, anything can happen. Anything can still come up. It is a completely different map, completely different playstyle on this map, and completely different bans that we are seeing. Ram being kind of a standout here, and Melusi as well. Kind of two unconventional bans coming out from Ryuga, and potentially might be some target bans against Frequency Esports. Ram, of course, being very useful to acquire a lot of verticality without using that utility of Buck, who can still use as a gadget, but in a bit of more spotty kind of situation, as we see actually both recruits being picked.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Yeah,
first time.
many
Yeah, of
bombs
course,
as they
the
can.
attackers have a chance to repick it, which they might, but on the defense side, of course, this kid is locked in. I'm actually very curious to see which utility he picks. We can see the no, what are those two dots?
Alarms.
Oh, that's a placeholder image?
The 2 dots are what he has in the pocket. So he has 2 barbed wires in the pocket. He's going to place one right now. And yep, one is placed.
Right, we can see it at the top right, and now I see it here.
Yeah.
Of course, okay. I get it. So the proximity alarm in this case is the main gadget, where then the barbed wire is considered as secondary gadgets. Okay. It takes a bit of time to get used to an operator with two secondary gadgets, which one of them being the main gadgets. On the attacker hands, however, we can see that a striker has been repicked, so no striker for this first round at least. But Strike, in my opinion, of the 2 options, the better one, as he can bring EMP grenades and Harvest utility. I don't know what you think about that, ONX.
Yeah, I mean, they're already practiced.
Oh, sick.
So, yeah, it's definitely very useful. But as we hear, a couple of those Gurkhans being popped by the switch round. And interestingly, the side of Team Finksy bring whole 3 LMGs. Ying, Gridlock, and Capital all having LMGs. And I think what this appears to be is an east fast push through this little doorway right here. And not no utility to counter it. I mean, I think there's no C4s to counter it, so this might be a successful attack depending on how utility will be played out.
Yeah, there we go. The rush is happening here from the side of Frequency this time. First map was rushed by Ryuga, but decided to change for you. Go for the rush. User has been left without a single line being lost on this side. This is very unorthodox. Meanwhile, the first kill comes out from Hachi with a claim onto Fazan, Yuki with a kill onto Brexit, Pat with a kill onto Yuki. Leaves us with a 3 versus 4 in favor of the attacking side, especially because the diffuser has been planted and it's sticking. 20 seconds now remaining for the defenders to actually find a way to it, which is actually happening. We can see a defuse happening, and he finds the kill onto the Monty as well. So versus 2 with the defuse happening once again. No one that is contested. They cannot find the shot from below because the ceiling, the floor is made of stone, and miraculously the rush of Frequency Esports fails as well. It got much closer compared to Ryuga's on Clubhouse, so it was still a beautifully attempted rush from Frequency, but at the same time beautifully worked back from the side of Ryuga with a very nice diffuse happening there, while there was still 2 players on each side left standing.
I mean, that was a successful rush, but a complete fumble when it came to just defending the diffuser. I mean, great work coming out from heroes on the recruits. I don't remember the names of which recruits on attack and which on defense, so I'll just call them off recruits. But yeah, beautifully done by him to find the opportunity, find an opening to be able to get into that position and use. But especially with a Monty standing right in the doorway, giving constant info on where all of these players are, especially in such a bad advantage. I think it was a 5v3 situation for the side of Team Frequency, but then Panic remaining. Just not allowing them to close out that round. Still, it's not a giant deal. Still, it's just the beginning. We still have at least 5 rounds. Yeah, 5 rounds have to go. And that does force Ryuga to go on the secondary side.
It's just funny how this is like an opposite on how Clubhouse started. Clubhouse started with Ryuga on the attack, going for a rush, not succeeding, and therefore Frequency getting the opening rounds. And this map starts with Frequency on the rush, not succeeding, and therefore Ryuga getting an opening round. So if that means that this map is going to be the opposite of the previous map, and that somehow Ryuga then will win with a 7-2, it would be very interesting. Oh, that's not the way we hoping to start, as they already lost their favor very early on with the first, well, every 5 seconds or so. And then with Bandit losing his life, it was already a 3 versus 5 OMX. A 2 versus 5!
Yeah, Side Ryuga just falling like flies. And now 2v5 this time on Planted, so sneakily defuse it, but find some opportunities. And they do. Gold catching Hachi with his gadget out. And 2v4 does make it a bit more manageable, but still, it does mean that those two players need to find at least 2 kills to win out this round. But a minute 30 on the clock, attackers does allow them to have plenty of time to kill him out. Whoa, that was beautifully done. And another kill! That's the 2 that he was required to take now. Gold could find himself to try some more here. Cats making his way up the stairs. Oh, punished by Shinji. Wasn't really low HP, so it is favorable. But Gold is left all alone in bathroom here. Diffuser being planted and info being laid out. He knows
Attackers are active.
things. He doesn't know her. First names, but doesn't matter. Beautiful flick by him, but with the diffuser being down, Yuki on the rappel going all the way upstairs. That means Gold will need to contest this verticality, which especially on this side with all these pipes can prove very difficult. But Yuki playing it very, very patiently, just waiting for Gold to try and attempt this. Oh no, the thing's coming out. Unfortunately, doesn't have the C4. He used it beforehand. Oh, he's going for the diffuser. Is there an angle? Can Yuki find the angle? Yes, he can, thankfully. And Frequency able to defend the diffuser this time and able to win out this round. It did get close, but 2v5 situation proving too difficult to clutch up Ryuga.
Oh man, I was
at least.
Yeah, I was like, not again, not again. But finally, this time, Frequency actually manages to fence their diffuser successfully. So I'm very happy to see that. And this brings us in a very nice score of a 1-1. Both teams starting out nice and even, with Frequency definitely being very successful on the attack so far. Yes, they lost that first round, but either way, we can still call it a pretty impressive round from them nonetheless. It's a bit unfortunate that we defending their diffuser. But it really shows that Frequency is pretty strong on the offense. And well, given this being the map pick of Ryuga in Myanmar, Frequency actually got the chance to decide on which sides they wanted to start. And they decided to go for the attack to start with, where Ryuga, of course, got to start on the defense. And then for the overtime, interestingly, Ryuga picked the defense to start with it. Frequency got there for the attack to start. So both teams having attack, defense. Which is interesting, and also if we look at the statistics for this map on ESA Cup Season 8, you can actually see that this map is 52.5% attacking favored, so it kind of makes sense that Frequency is going for the attack, and well, so far they have been showing off that they are very much capable of winning attacking rounds, or at least doing well.
Also, I think of each team, which side they prefer, but Frequency, as you said, really preferring the attack as they're quickly making their way towards the building, droning out every corner to make sure none of these Ryuga players are hiding in some pesky corner. But they will need to contest this Valkyrie, which that's the thing why they brought this IQ. He's able to spot these Valcams, all these gadgets, all these electronics on the board from the side of Ryuga. But with that said, we'll be able to spot out those mirror windows, which also still provide a bit of a nuisance here. This mirror window, really, really interesting, can provide a lot of visibility into this army, which it does look like is kind of limiting the frequency of their movement. C4 being wrung out, but oh, Fazon making his way towards the blue, trying to find a kill here, but unsuccessful. Ooh, finds this one.
Wow.
Bankyu's falling, and that's the Ash. That's an operator that could have destroyed this far away, being taken out, but doesn't matter. Still, Team Frequency popping some shots into sight here from this one Ash, and this mirror window really, really limiting what the side of Frequency can actually do against it. That thrown out. Can't really do that with the impact nerfs. Forces Fazon to make his retreat. Finally, does allow him to pick the right path, nearly losing his life, but doesn't matter. Gold and kill. Another C4 being rung out, unsuccessful, but in a 5v3 situation, HB definitely on the side of Ryuga here in man count. Finally, second floor being forfeited for the side of Frequency, but do they have enough time to set up all this verticality and get in position to get a successful execute?
This leaves us with only 25 seconds with a 5 versus 3 attackers in position to actually make their way in, but with all the smoke canisters coming out right now, this is actually made pretty difficult. Smoke still having one more canister in the pocket, so perfect timing to have the utility available. They need to go for the damage, they need to go for the drop, they need to work with a limited time, but this is not working. They're losing life one after one, which IQ is now only one last standing. Tries to get the kill, but in the end, falls to the hands of Pat. After which Ryuga then fights back, secures a round, and gains the lead, putting the score on 2-1.
And really well done on that late round flank coming out from the side of Ryuga, just thwarting any any chance that Frequency might have had at having a successful execute here onto site. Just not enough time, not enough manpower left in that late round, and
Attackers need to locate and
think,
defuse as many bombs as they can.
Ryuga have identified an issue in Frequency's attacks. Their late round plays are just not up to snuff. Early round, they can't take that manpower, but later on, even after they get the diffuser down, they can falter. Even when you might think, oh, the round is definitely won, still Ryuga can successfully counter it and can successfully win rounds, as in the first rounds proved very effective at that. In the third round,
Discovered the location of a bomb.
early
10
rounds,
seconds to go.
Frequency only able to
5
get that
seconds to
man back
go.
chance. That proves to be even more devastating
Attackers
for
are moving
them.
to defuse the bomb.
So hopefully Ryuga can still continue this trend that they set, and as for Team Frequency, hopefully they can mid-match kind of alleviate their issues that they've been having late.
Now again, it's a 1-1 later attacking round here for the side of Frequency, which they have been seeming quite strong on, just not very fortunate. I mean, the first round was very, very close to the last round that we just seen. Well, there were some things that could be done better, but in the end, Frequency really shows that they're very much capable on winning those gunfights, at least something that they have been very strong to. Just need to deal a bit better with their timing and utility. But, well, it's already getting found very early on by this sneaky knock. The first defender already loses his life, but the attacker now also losing his life as Fazlin gets a kill onto Bankus. That's the knock who just got kill onto his teammate, taken care of as well. Leaves him with a 4 versus 4 with just only 1 minute expiring so far. But then Pat gets a kill onto just like that. It's a 4 versus 3. And with Fazlin playing here inside of Drake. I'm actually not sure whether I've seen the strategy before with all the castle barricades and reinforcements and fortifying the position. It's very, very interesting. But he went out and Pat's getting 1 kill each, leaving Yuki all left standing. As we now got the kill onto the castle. So this is not in a 3 versus 1 situation, but still half of the round.
Ryuga definitely going for a more aggressive defense, which definitely works against Team Frequency here, as this rotate being just reinforced right in the face of Yuki. Less avenues into sight. Pressure being given left, right, and center. There's only limited space, and then C4 over the top seals his fate. Pat getting the final kill and another round for Ryuga, and the trend that was on Wikipedia that this map may be
Yeah,
attacker side. Not
throw it in the bin.
Yeah, you can throw it in the bin, as Ryuga proving us very, very much wrong.
I really gotta stop bringing out those statistics, because basically, like, I don't cast that often anymore these days, but every time when I cast and I bring out those statistics,
Protect your bombs
I'm
from being
wrong.
defused by attackers.
It's just weird how things can shift. It's almost like overtime, you know, like where suddenly like defense wins become attack wins and stuff. But at the same time, yeah, it's just very interesting that suddenly the defense is actually doing better than the attacking side. At least it could still be turned into 50-50 for this first half. But it's Ryuga starting out well here on the defense. They're now going back to bomb side they have played before. I'm trying to recall. Yes, they managed to win this one as well, so it makes sense to go back here. And actually, no, this is the only bomb side Ryuga didn't win, actually.
Yes,
No,
that is
5
when
seconds left before insertion.
when it went down to a 1v1 close
Yeah.
round. So, yeah.
It was a very close round, so it could have easily gone in the favor of Ryuga. But yeah, maybe the right kind of adjustments. Ryuga will be more successful this time around. But at the same time, Frequency didn't know how to win this bomb side. And if they even do better, they can even make it more convincing. We'll see how things will be going here.
Would have been effective to just before this round call for a time and sort out the issues, but Frequency clearly thinking that they can just do it. They can fix those issues that they've been having on their attacks a bit earlier here. As this drone placement being really effective and don't really look up much, especially in offense. You don't really need to. So this drone might not spot out, but yeah, there goes the first kill. As Fazon does trade back out. It's a 4v4 situation now, and deciding to go a bit closer to the hatch as Aliemeister getting a bit pressure here as playing very close to the hatch, very close to this escape route. Still left to them as takes that. Fazon still up top, but doesn't matter. Gold from below takes out to Yuki, and now 4v3 man advantage.
Yeah, not just man advantage there for Ryuga, but also two very valuable operators lost from the side of Frequency. Both the Ace and the Bug have been lost. Two very vital operators, the Hardbreacher and the Softbreacher, have been lost. So this is definitely going to hurt the attack of Frequency Esport and going to favor the defense of Ryuga, as it will be much harder to break open those soft walls and also open up reinforced walls or hedges. But Bankus, luckily with his gun, finds Gold, takes him out, evens out the man count at least. So a bit more favorability here for the side of the attackers, who still have over a minute remaining to weaken the defensive setup, take out some of the defenders, and go for the plans, or just take out every single defender. Yeah, still he needs to make a move soon. Next.
Fazon making their way towards Bathroom Band, deciding to go back to the start of the map as he doesn't have C4 left, can't really deny anyone up top, even though he has info, but doesn't matter. His gun is up, takes that Bankus, and now 3v2, no, 3v1 as Fazon gets another one. Hachi left all alone. Good luck. 25 seconds left. Big shot left, right, and center. Gets one. Now 2v1, and these two players really isolated. He can still win this out, but time is not on his hands. He does suspect, he does know that Fazon might be somewhere over here, but he's a completely different spot. He does get a bit of damage here, and does find him, but triple kill for him. Now, left all alone, 1v1. Pad, so close, but Hachi not able to find them, unfortunately. Pad gets the final kill, but that came really close. He nearly pulled it off, but Gridlock, not the fastest operator in the game. Maybe if it was Ash or someone a bit faster, he might have been able to win that out. But fortunate for him, 4th round on the board for Ryuga, and this might go down as a 5-1.5
Attackers need to
for
locate and
Ryuga,
defuse bombs.
which is really good for them, but Team Frequency struggling on their attacks.
Yeah. I mean, if Frequency now at least manages to get one more round on the board on their offense, it will be the same split as we had on Clubhouse, right? That was also a 4-2 split, but then in favor of Frequency. But also the defensive team being the one having more points, so it wouldn't be too bad per se. Although, like I said, Oregon is somewhat attacking favorites on Wikipedia for this competition, which we're not seeing right now. But perhaps Frequency Esport will do pretty well on the defense once we switch. Yeah, like let's say if Frequency can still make this a 4-2, I would say they have a pretty good opportunity to still potentially win this map. for them. They will really need to win either the first or the second round of their defense, and ideally win on this round as well. So Frequency, a bit of a difficult position right now, 4-1 situation. Yeah, like all eyes on them. I'm very curious to see whether they will be able to pull it off. They picked the offense for a good reason, but haven't been able to show for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it goes in best of 3 sometimes when you have those map picks. One map favors one team, the other favors another. But sound adaptation we're getting here is just was able to break this near window that caused them so much trouble last time around. That forces Fazon to take a more aggressive position behind this Sable. He's not drowned out. This might be very dangerous here as he doesn't get drowned out. The drone just went completely past him, and this might bring some trouble here, but still Team Frequency not rushing into sight. Yeah, he's in the same room as him, but he's sitting behind the table, really patient. Fazon is being here as he can hear a lot of attackers being on his side. Still, so much patience, so much discipline coming out from him right now as literally the same room inches away. There's Ash right there. And Team Frequency have no idea who's here. He does kind of cute. And cuts away. Really well done by him, but equalized Mancow just finds Braxy. Overstaying his welcome a little bit there. Office. But still, that was the IQ of the board. It shows trying to find those valve caps that cause him some trouble. And that could be that Braxy, he's that he could watch those cams. Currently watching Fazon right now, but maybe there's no cams left, which could be very beneficial for the side of Team Frequency. But now they need to get themselves and execute on site, which they are doing as Mankish drops to the side. Gold is in that right here. That's a 3-3, no 2-3 as he's immediately traded out. Fazon and Aliumeister both off site. The fuser being planted. Aliumeister trying to find some way to side, unable. Taken down by Justin. Now Fazon alone outside. Will try to make something happen. Gets one. He might get another one. Both players are quite isolated here, but Shinji still playing upstairs will be denying this diffuser from up top. And he's waiting to sight. He will be wanting to get a gunfight with Hatchus. A really long way. Catches him lacking. Now he's on the diffuser. Very similar position which we saw last time they were attacking Workshop here, but he can't find Shinji. Go for a reload, but there's no time. Not enough time left. They trade themselves.
Wow.
But it's still a win for Cyber Team Frequency, and Crisis somewhat averted as a 4-2.5 is guaranteed for them as they move themselves down to defense, and they will be looking to continue the trend of this border being a defensive side of the border, as if it's not, they might be looking to go to a third map.
Oh yeah, for sure. Where this map started kind of like on the opposite way that Clubhouse started, like I'm referring to the rush from either team failing. So does the split score right now. It's again a 4-2, but it's in the favor of Ryuga, where, like I said, opposite match. Very interesting to see how this is going so far. Of course, Ryuga now needs to play on the attacking side, where it's going to be Frequency on the defense. And yeah, of course, right now the favorability of the attacking side has already shifted on Wikipedia. It's only going to be 50.8% in the favor of attackers instead of the 52.5. So it's already getting a bit more evened out right now because of this match. And well, if it continues, Frequency can now win some defensive rounds and add those to the board and potentially equalize the score. But if we see the same trend from the previous map, it's going to be Ryuga getting 3 points back to back without losing a single and ending with a 7-2, just like Frequency did on the house.
Go placing his traps on these windows will try past push. It's one of those push that's kind of why you
Bomb
place them
located by
there.
attackers.
Now, instead of Ryuga crushing the building with the Monty as well, but this time he will not be used for the rush, but Bankyu's getting an early pick. I think it was from a run out, yeah, onto a repelling player, but they know his rough position now, and Fazon looks like he's wanting to challenge him, but Bankyu's instead going so aggressive. Oh, must have had some info or sound cue as
Yeah.
takes him out. Equalize the scoreline or the match now. Bankyu's maybe going a bit too aggressive, but still, there's one more player downstairs. It's just. And Fazon doesn't appear to know where he is. He is crouching around, is trying to know. Oh, saw his silhouette, but looks at the gunfight, just takes him out. And another one being down by the Frost. 2v4 gold. Tried to make his way to the side sneakily, but couldn't. Gets one. Really gets the second one to rotate, but now they know where he is. Just might be looking below. Never mind. Goes back upstairs. Regrouping together with Monty, but Shinji says no to that. 1v3 as the Monty. It's going to be very difficult, but they lined up nearly perfect for the Monty, but doesn't matter, just gets the kill. That could have been disastrous. Still, Frequency pull it off and bring themselves one round closer to at least equalizing the scoreline up top. And even if they lose those 3 rounds earlier, I think that means that they will still be able to they'll have the side pick preference for the third map. That
because of course the first map was a 2-7 in the favor of Frequency. Well, this cannot become a 7-2 anymore. That's the worst case becomes 3 for Frequency. Meaning that Frequency either way would still have done better on this second map. But yeah, again, this means the first map at least is not being repeated in terms of the score. So this map officially is going to be closer compared to the clubhouse. So that's already a bit of positivity to say. Well, it's Frequency going behind in the opponent, especially with the defense, well, seeming very favorable on this map rather than the offense. We were informed about by Wikipedia. It seems like that the defense has the upper hand here, and with Frequency getting their first round on the board on the defense as well, just after they switch sides, getting more
Attackers are heading out
the round played. So for now, we'll see how things will be going. Whether Frequency will be able to add a third round on the road, third round on the board in a row, or whether they will find some success on the offense as well and deny the win streak.
Ryuga again next to Monty. Monty didn't have much impact last time around, but this is a completely different side. Might bring some more impact this time around. Ryuga and the human drone, they know that Bankyus is way to these stairs and find them. Bankyus again, maybe playing a bit too aggressively and just not expecting Pad to be already on catalog position. Cool. That was a bit of a scare for Pad as gets some shots on him, but Yuki, look at his position. Is he aware of the players below? Yes, he is! He finds Pad. No Grimby soldier left. It's ready to arm alone. Not much he can do side yet.
Yeah, Attackers already getting a bit of a foothold here on the top floor, especially with Gold getting a kill onto Yuki. So now with a 4-3, Attackers have pretty good control of the top floor, especially with a player losing his life on the side as well. Or actually with an attacker who was already trying to lose his life. A bit too aggressive, a bit too hasty, and getting punished first. But now actually luckily finding Shinji to work in the favor here of the attacking side of Ryuga. Before being thrown, but not finding the Monty. And at the same time, Alchemeister getting a kill onto Just, leaving Hachi all left standing in this 3 versus 1 position. Getting chased by the Monty, but Hachi managing to get away from it. Defuser meanwhile attempted to be planted, and still the torture of the Monty is just not stopping. In the end, he managed to find the injure, but the defuser has been planted. Timer now working against the favor of Hachi. He needs to find 2 attackers who will be defending the defuser, but it's Fazon finding the kill onto Hachi, saving the rounds here for the side of Ryuga, and once again increasing the leads for Ryuga by putting the score on 5-3.
Yeah, pretty well done by them. And BanQ's, I mean, he did find some success first round. This time around, being a bit too not careful enough, and losing his life. And those early picks, can't really afford to lose them,
Defenders, protect
especially
your bombs from
that
being defused by
quickly, and
attackers.
just absolutely free. That that was a bit of a loss, especially of Omai as well. I mean, by that time, he had just been able to get 2 gadgets down, which, I mean, might have not been a winning condition for the round. Still, would have been a nice to have for the players of Team Frequency, and criticized Galaxy the Monty for not having much impact last round. This time around, having quite a bit of impact and
10
providing
seconds
quite a
remaining.
lot of
Bomb
utility.
located by attackers.
But this time around, Team
5
Frequency
seconds
going
to
for
insertion.
a really different approach here with the cap can, actually enough being picked.
Attackers are heading out to
Both
defuse the
actually being
bomb.
reinforced. Well, I don't know if they're gonna still turn up, but it does appear they're still gonna be. Oh, BanQ's look! Guts revenge on Pad, who killed him last round with a cheeky spawn peek. On that end fight definitely helps. BanQ's, I mean, still is cocky, but finds another pick for himself and start inside of Team Frequency.
Yeah, they could definitely use it. They're 2 points behind their opponent, and they're playing as a defending team, which, I mean, yeah, like, the map is starting to seem pretty 50-50 on the rounds of our sides. But either way, 4 versus 5, definitely favorable here for the side of Frequency, where the attackers kind of need to, well, still find a way into the building mostly. Like, they haven't really gained that much control. Yes, there is a player just waiting for maybe a just push. Alchemizer getting the kill, the bankers definitely helps. That's the Lamai loss, who potentially has taken some, who has taken some utility down to the grave. With a 4 versus 4, the attackers still have some work to do to actually put some proper pressure onto the bomb site itself.
Shinji still playing upstairs here on the suicide position, but doesn't it look like Ryuga is putting a lot of pressure on him? There are stacked up near this main entrance position, and Brava is able to hack some utility, hack some cams, I think, on site. He's trying to do right now. No, drone shot down. Bulletproof will be still in the hands of the defenders. And Ryuga pressing around. He still has quite a bit of time, but second time the charm. Hacks the cam. Gets the drone away. No. Swerving around. Gets himself to sight. Okay. Utility still in the hands of the attackers, but Yuki might have not been droned out by the side of Braxy, and if he's not careful, he might be able to find a kill, and he does. Alchemeister being taken down. Braxy upstairs, makes it upstairs, but he's all alone there, and with the diffuser, that is a bit of a dangerous position here, as Fazon and Gold are outside just kills here, as he will use his ace utility to get this hatch open. I guess those recharges to get some criticality, but it doesn't matter. Just finds the gold. Fazon back left, 2 left standing. But Maxi finds a kill from the verticality. Does appear that Shinji is looking to crack something. He does. Gets a gunfight, but 10 seconds left. Bragsy has a diffuser. He needs to drop down. Needs to do something. Smokes come out. Does find one. It's 2v1. Shinji. He's left all alone. He has the verticality. Brixie panicking. He finds it from the verticals!
Oh my god. The verticals made, I believe, by the attackers themselves in the end are the death of it. They waited a little bit too long and needed to blend in the middle of the bomb site right under the verticality without a single bit of cover. Very unfortunate there from the attacking side of Ryuga, allowing Frequency to once again get one step closer. This match of this map and match is getting very, very close right now. A 5-4 score with Frequency just being 1 point behind their opponent, while they already won the previous map. So if they manage to win the upcoming rounds as well on the defense, they will be able to equalize the score and bring us to a 5-5 in the upcoming 2 rounds. We'll decide whether we either get a victor for this map or match, or we'll be going into overtime.
The whole course of emotions that round was looked like being too very controlled, but Ryuga trying to claw it back. Still, frequency of for Ryuga, might be a bit of a shake up to their morale as losing like that. That's tough. That's tough. But time management is an important part of Siege, which Ryuga
5 seconds to insertion.
not being in the best of situations. That
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb. And
Yeah, with this 5-4 score, it's once again the defensive round for Frequency. Going to bomb site, they're very familiar with. I'm trying to remember how they did on this bomb site before. I believe they won it, right? Or next?
I
Or
believe so.
it was a 5. No, it was a 4-2 split, meaning Frequency played 2 defensive rounds. Did they not play this one?
No, Frequency won this one, I think. The only attack I think that Ryuga won was Workshop, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
This might be another one.
Located.
Con 6 kill confirms just, and that's an opening pick coming out for the side of Ryuga. And I think historically, these opening picks did usually go to the side of the team that would end up winning the round, but I might be mistaken. But definitely this half,
Yeah.
I think that is true.
Well, and this leaves a bit of 5 versus 4, but Ajamas giving another kill onto Bankas, so that's a 5 versus 3 right now, which is starting to seem very favorable for the side of Ryuga. We now have a very clear man advantage. Also, Smoke's already been thrown aside. Frost going for the jump up, and looks the wrong way. Gold just being on the right while she looks to the left. Very unfortunate, nice attempt, but not going enough. And well, in the end, another defender going very quickly. What are you even doing at this point? We could still win a 5 versus 2, but a 5 versus 1 becomes way more complicated, especially with the diffuser now attempted to be planted. Actually finds himself in an incredibly difficult situation. Yes, some of his opponents are extremely low on HP, and high rate of fire damage. He might be able to find some kills. At least one gets found. That's Pat's taken care of. But there's also points out of his position after which Rexy goes for an easy kill, secures a round for Ryuga, and secures the map point as well, as they now find themselves on a 6-4 score.
Yep, match point for Ryuga and Frequency. Looking very shaky on that defense, losing. They lost everyone without much retaliation.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, trying to claw it back, trying to catch Ryuga off guard.
Defenders, protect your
That
bombs
not
from being
paying off.
defused by
They
attackers.
do go back to that side yet again. Maybe trying to fix some of those mistakes that they did last round, and saying, you know what, that wasn't down to the strategy. That was down to just possibly a bit dumb that time around. They will be trying to get at least 2 rounds to get themselves to overtime this map and try to still close it out 2-0.
Yeah, like you said, Frequency in a tough position. They need to win the upcoming 2 rounds to bring it to 6-6 and secure the overtime, but they still have a chance to win the match on this map. Where Ryuga now, basically has 2 chances to close this map. If they don't succeed this round, they will still have the next one. But what might mean we will get a 3rd map, which then is going to be Oregon as the decider between these 2 great teams. I would say, I mean, we usually don't really like Oregon, but Oregon is a great map for decider in my opinion. It's such a well-known map for all teams. It really comes down to, well, which team just does the best. Like, you don't really bring new strategies to that map anymore, as everything is already either tried or known. But either way, yeah, it would be a great map for these 2 teams to really decide the actual best team. But for now, of course, we're still on Oregon, on border, where it's a 6-4 score. So Ryuga could end it right here, right now. But Frequency, of course, is going to attempt everything to win the upcoming 2 rounds and still have a chance to close it right now.
Ryuga, I think, are gonna see if they can close it out a lot sooner, as I think they're going for an east push as well. But this time, maybe Amaro, yeah, he's gonna go through Sandwich and already going through, utility being thrown out, Smokes, plant going down, not much utility, fire being left, but yep, there we go, Amaro going through the window, Bankus,
wow,
nowhere to Unitas, and now 5v2, but oh, Bankus, that's might want to do it, never mind, we're gonna find another one, and now fully on situation for this higher Frequency Esport, 4 kills. needed for Bangkok. Very low HP. Oh, there's one who's down, but this Monty absolutely bullying Bankies. Nope, not gonna happen. Bragsy denies that with a little pistol one tap. Oh no, two tap. Still a win for the side of MG Ryuga as Gabsao demonstrates his football skills here as well.
Yeah, what a matching with the European Championship going on.
Oh yeah, it is going on. Football, so
it's actually very well matching and very very fitting. And but either way, also one thing I want to point out: finally a successful rush happening. We have seen 3 rushes in total. The first two, the first one from Ryuga on Clubhouse being very dramatic. The second one from Frequency almost making it, but then not making it. And now finally Ryuga actually securing a round win through a rush. Beautifully done, beautifully executed, absolutely mowing down the defense of Frequency. And well, this means that we now have a 1-1 score. Seems like OPL decided to not load, because of course right now you would see the score below and you would see some text going down there, some logos. So apparently OPL is just a bit slow today. But yeah, of course OPL is getting tired. It's a bit of a long match. Oh, it's slowly loading in. There's one visual by another popping in. But yeah, it means we have a 1-1 score right now between these two teams. There's one map left to decide the victor for this BO3 match, which is going to be Oregon. Like I said, it'll be a free match. The winner will go to the lower bracket semifinals, where Phoenix is already waiting for them, as they won against Vision before. And on the other hand, the loser will unfortunately be eliminated and will end up in the 5th/6th spot of this competition, which is still very impressive, given that we started with 24 teams in total. So either way, whether you lose or win, you have done great, you have done phenomenal, but only one can make it further. And, well, we're going to see in Oregon in about 5 minutes. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After seeing Team Frequency take the win on Clubhouse with a 2-7 score, we went to Border, where Ryuga fought back, managed to win with a 7-4 score. It's all coming down to the final map of this BO3 match, which is played in Oregon. The winner of this map goes to the lower brackets semifinals, where we say goodbye to the loser. Lots at stake, and only one can be the victor. Who is it going to be? We'll see.
Yeah, going to the I think, is it the most played map, or is it Chile? Yeah, Oregon. The most played map, at least this season. And I mean, yeah, pretty much everywhere it's the most played map, in ranked, in competitive. Yeah, all teams. I guess kind of like Oregon, it's a bit of a default map, which so not really much kind of counter strategy I would expect, and will be more gunplay. But Team Frequency banning out the Monty, I guess. Last time around, Ryuga did kind of bully them with that Monty, so getting him off the board entirely for this map. As for Ryuga, going for a bit more standard bans, Flores and a zombie. A zombie, of course, on this map, really powerful on basically every single site. She has a bunch of pixel angles, a bunch of one-way angles that are really, really hard to deal with. So it's expected that she would get banned. Flores, I mean, can't eliminate all that utility, so that's also pretty much expected. Yeah, and also Fenrir, one of the 4 kind of power operators, also being taken out. So still, yeah.
I was about to ask next. Now I'm actually curious, because the prediction in the Twitch chat is still running. Before the match, we saw a clear advantage for the side of Ryuga. Now it's all coming down to this final map. In terms of round wins, Frequency definitely has been doing better than Ryuga. They have the better round difference so far. This is why they got to pick the starting side, which they decided to go on the defense for to start on this map, where then Ryuga got the overtime side, which is also defense for them. But yeah, now it's all coming down to this third map. What is your prediction right now, knowing how the first 2 maps went?
Honestly, I would expect this map to favor Team Frequency a bit more. Border, I mean, compared to Border Clubhouse, I mean, it's a lot more similar in play style to Oregon compared to Border. Border is a lot. It favors a lot more aggressive plays, whereas Oregon and Clubhouse more
5 seconds
traditional
left.
gameplay, which we see on a lot of maps. And
Oh yeah.
we saw Ryuga.
Attacker's objective is to
They
defuse a
were
bomb.
able to excel on that. So not really team frequency, but so I would expect it to favor Ryuga, but at this point, the momentum is definitely on the side of Ryuga. So
That's true.
I mean, it could be anyone's game.
It could be anyone's game. It's true. Like if I got to do prediction here, I would say I'm going frequency. Just given I think in general they have been playing better, especially when it comes down to gunfights and aggressiveness. I mean aggressiveness on the attack, not on the defense, because on the defense with their aggressiveness, they sometimes have been too aggressive, causing them to lose lives. But in general, a map like Oregon that favors gunfights and stuff like. I have a feeling this might go to frequency, but I might be completely wrong. It might also be a very even match, or it might go to Ryuga. We'll see. But if I gotta make a vote right now, frequency sports.
I mean, still, it is the first round, so we'll see what these teams bring. As for Team Frequency going for neutral defense, similarly to what we saw in Clubhouse. Sterling in sight, which is a valid strategy, but it does leave attackers basically 2 minutes to prepare their attack. But on basement, there's not a lot of ways you can get in here. There are 3 staircases, there are those hatches, but not many of them lead directly inside. There are some gunfights, some power positions that you need to contest. But with that all being said, Tsuchio being able to take out some Goyo canisters. So in this early round, which will deny that time being wasted late into the round, which could be quite crucial. He has the blitz on Fazon, makes his way down into Freezer, playing quite aggressive here.
Yeah.
He's all alone, impacts being thrown, not getting any damage from that. They are aware of his position there, so they are expecting this main stairs plus Freezer push. It does look like not wasting any time. 40 seconds on the clock, doesn't matter. They see it coming out, no chance being caught, but Shinji gets the first pick for the 5 now, but still Capita balls being thrown out. The smokes, oh no, they're gone now. The line of sights are now all visible. Doing a big ball, but oh, real nice retake here for Yuji, and now 2v4 Ryuga needs to get back. And yep, not able to find success in this stack. And yeah, there we go. There's not many ways to get inside. So
No, I'm starting to wonder next. I mean, you couldn't particularly call this a rush, but it was a very aggressive round, especially with a 5 versus 5 attackers rushing, going into the bomb site, or trying to attempt to go into the bomb site. None of the times, this happened every single first round of any of the maps, 2 times by Ryuga now and once by freaking the Esport, and none of the times it was successful.
Attackers need to
Why are
locate
teams
and
still
defuse
attempting
bombs.
this? I mean, they call it predictable, hasn't paid off the previous times. Why are they still going for their aggressive first round every single time?
that won't call it much rush. I mean, that's
No.
kind of how you take from that side of the map with Capita. I mean, the blitz, yeah, is quite an aggressive pick, but I saw it mostly to go for the position. So I mean, I think that's why we picked it. But I mean, the rushes can still be unpredictable, even if you like go for them and it doesn't work. Still, most of the rounds are those regular rounds, regular attacks.
Attackers
So
are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse.
trying to destabilize your opponent, make them think twice that maybe it's a rush, maybe it's not a rush, and I mean,
Yeah.
I think those kind of mind games is what is being played here by both these teams.
Yeah, and with Frequency not winning that first defensive round, they have scored their first point, after which they now need to go to a different bomb site, of course. Valkyrie, interestingly, playing all the way in the basement, so likely going for some kind of late flank. She has the C4, so there's the intel, of course, so she can be very useful, especially with a clash inside of Closet. that might be one of the places where we might see the Valkyrie in action later. Like, of course, the Clash can hold back the attackers, provide information, and all of the flooring inside of bedroom and walk-in closets is soft. So C4 from below could easily take out anyone trying to contest that Clash. So that might be the one thing that we will see happening eventually. Meanwhile, first Logical already coming out. It might actually be another aggressive round here from Frequency. I mean, they are already all getting in position from where they might be able to do some damage, especially with the Dokkaebi having a very long sight all the way towards the walking closet. Seeing the Clash play there, Clash can no longer watch two sides as, well, one watching the other means putting her back to the other. There's a bit of a difficult well, was it the C4 on Valkyrie? I guess it was. Does do damage. That was a pre-placed one. Does do damage, but unfortunately doesn't get the kill. Well, it does get the kill. So Fazen onto Just and Multi on Fanachi onto Gold. And Fazen onto Bankus.
He's up in the static position as Meister being taken out, but the Clash unshielding, getting a down onto Meister all the way on the balcony, but she's all alone inside. Shinji all the way on those big tower stairs, going for a bit of a flank, but that was unexpected, and now Yuki left alone on the Clash. The gun her not really that good for gunfight. Is taken out by Braxy here.
Yeah.
With Ryuga taking their round and equalizing the scoreline to 1-1.
Yeah, 1 versus 1, a position you don't want to be in as a Clash player. Clash really relying on teammates backing her up and playing together with her. Well, she went for standoff. She tried to at least get 1 kill. If she managed to get 1 kill and finish off the injured player, it would have been a 1 versus 1, which then would have been somewhat favorable for the Clash. This was just a very difficult situation. She tried her best, but in the end, it's a round win for Ryuga, evening out the score 1-1, evening out in a 1-1. And well, next, this is what I like to see. This is the decider map between two great teams, starting off with a 1-1. Showing the teams are both capable of winning rounds on either of the sides. I'm happy to see that, and I hope this match continues to be close much further on as well.
It's really glad to see that they're actually adapting their strategies and going for something different here. Completely different. Clash is no longer on the board, no rotate in the closet. Playing a completely different strategy here against Ryuga, forcing them to adapt yet again to kind of basically a different site to attack it, and Ryuga does adapt, does take out different operators to go with. So both teams adapting to each other. Really interesting to see that as well.
Yeah, closets closed again as well, something that the defenders decided to open up last time, but of course that was tied to the Clash being in play. Meanwhile, we'll see Melusi all the way back to small tower, potentially just waiting for a run out. I mean, there's various players on the southern side, I believe, of the map it is, like on the outside of the map, where she can find other run out. But for now, she's just waiting to make a move, or decides to not make a move at all. Meanwhile, it is Braxy getting the first kill onto Bankus. That's the one my lost as an opening kill. Unfortunate one, as he now loses some of that utility as well. And that's a good start for Ryuga.
Actually has a great opportunity to run out here, but it doesn't look like he's going for one. Still, there are a lot of players on this battle clearly going for this main kind of approach as Meister makes his way down into garage. Actually, if he's going for a main flank, be caught, but no, going for instead this vertical play onto the big window, just alleviating some pressure from his teammates. But Meister crouching his way down to the Zulu might find lacking if he's not aware of this, and he just might. Hachi looking towards the big window. Meister making his way into CCTV, finds the kill. 5v3 now, and Team Frequency looking great here, at least on their defenses still. Nothing to play for here. Oh, Meister nearly losing his life here, but just able to retreat into sight here to help out his team, but sticky situation as breaches open up, big window open up. There's not yep, the nade kill catching out Yuki. Kind of a trade here, so 2v4 still winnable for either team here, but just losing his life. it a bit less winnable for Team Frequency.
Yeah, definitely in the favor here for Ryuga as they find themselves in a 4 versus 1 situation. They have the diffuse in hand, they can just go to the bomb site and tap these plans, which is exactly what they're doing. 3 people to cover the diffuser while the ace continues to plant and the diffuser goes down. Save the corner where now, of course, Shinji has no idea where it will be planted. At least he has 1 kill, so now it's a 3 versus 1. So things are becoming more and more possible by each kill that he gets. But there's still 3 people in his way. The defuse getting players alive seems unlikely, so he needs to get those kills. Finds another one by taking out Pat. 2 versus 1. 2 more standing in his way. 1 more standing in his way as he now finds Aljo as well. Aljo exposes himself. Gets the kill here onto Shinji. And this way, he goes to the attacking side of Ryuga. They gain the lead and put themselves on a 2-1 advantage.
And Ryuga, in the end, they're just giving ones to the last player standing of Team Frequency, and that nearly goes wrong for them. Still, they win the round, so props to them. But that does open up the site, the basement site that Frequency had last time dominantly, and inside of Ryuga. They will need to go for something a bit different there. Their main build did not work, and they might go for something more traditional here. As I think last round they did find that there wasn't really anyone roaming, and it does look like Ryuga are going for a very similar approach to what they had last time they went here, to just stick inside and just wait for no mirror on the board though. That is interesting to see. Mira Winners played quite a crucial role last time around, but yes, they are expecting Ryuga to adapt, and they are bringing Twitch, bringing Ash to counter it. Bringing a Frost, interesting enough. I'm not used to seeing that super operator, at least on their side.
Yeah, with Ryuga now here in the lead, they are in a good position on their offense. But of course, Frequency is going to try and fight back once again. Twitch already inside of the bomb site, finding bits of utility, taking out those ADSs, I believe they are, and one by this, which have been placed there to defend their positions. Also a observation blocker, which also would not be a which also would be a pretty good target for the Twitch drone as well, as it hinders the drones quite well by blocking their vision.
Ryuga just roll clearing so far, but not carrying any resistance so far on the first floor. Fazon is in barrels, is just waiting patiently. There is a very aggressive shield behind which Shinji is playing, but he doesn't seem to be aware that Fazon is already behind these barrels. And Fazon just very patient here, not exploiting his position at all, and waiting for his team to get into position and maybe just
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
The focus of Shinji away from this shield position. And it does appear that Shinji is kind of just getting patient and looking into where these players are. Fazon is still just standing very patiently just in one spot, but that is on this staircase. He does have a shotgun in his hands as well, the secondary shotgun, but thank you so this very corner position. He does also have one. He's being thrown out to get rid of those my gadgets, and that's the shield gone. Shinji forced to retreat, and now Fazon does expose him to be in position, but the three jammers blocking him from asking some information that he might need for this executors coming up right now.
Yeah, we just went 50 seconds remaining. There's still 5 players alive on each side, each being full in HP as well. So this is going to be one big bloodbath. The question is, however, on which side are the casualties going to fall. Likely on either side, but only one team can be victorious. It's already 4 versus 3 or 5. 3 versus 5 as 2 players fall on the side of Team Blue. MG Ryuga now in a difficult position as they are the attacking team. Gold getting a kill onto Bankers, however. 3 versus 3 as he gets Pat gets a kill, but just taking that Pat out immediately. Leaves us with a 2 versus 3. Only Gold and Fazon left standing versus 3. Very difficult. Players not looking in the right direction. Fazon gets a kill, but then Yuki and Milty getting the last 2 kills each. Getting another round here on the board for the side of Frequency, and therefore again evening out the scoreline by bringing us to a 2-2. a scoreline that we haven't seen before this matchup.
And kind of a weird push coming out from Ryuga there. I felt it was kind of just three people
Attackers
dropping
need to
through
locate
hatch,
and
trying to
defuse
get
as
some
many
pressure
bombs
out
as they
there,
can.
and the CPO outside of blue, not really doing much. And I mean, maybe it was a strategy to make use of those head holes, but I felt like there should have been a bit more pressure coming out from that side of the building, but not doing so does allow Team Frequency to win around a round, but does force them to go for the stop floor, which historically, I mean, they lost it twice with two different strategies, so I mean, this time around, they will be looking to go back and
5 seconds left.
maybe gain some success on this side, especially since the Silver Guard is
Attackers
one
must
of
locate and defuse the
the
bomb.
probably, I mean, one of the primary sides basically. They,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Depending on the team, they
Yeah,
both are kind of interchangeable.
Yeah, you know the saying 3 times the charm, so this is the one moment to make it through and finally win
located by
on the third
attackers.
attempt. But that's completely off to the side of Ryuga. Oh, sorry, off to the side of Frequency, of course. So we'll see how they're doing. Once again, Logical's already coming out early. You can see the IQ potentially just waiting for anyone to go for turning off their phone, as you can spot those people and potentially get a kill through the window to any defender unaware. But for now, she's just mostly gaining information and pointing out where the players are.
Going for a bandage trick, not often do you see a bandage trick being
No.
used here, but I mean, it is pretty useful, and it doesn't look like there's much utility to get rid of him. Usually there's at least Ash or Sophia who could get those vertical angles from below onto where Yuki's playing right now, but there's no operator that can do that on the side of Ryuga. Maybe the IQ, but not really that useful. Bandit trick still. 1 minute 40 left on the clock, and the Spirit of Ryuga is aware that there might be a possibility of advantage, but there we go, Selma's being deployed, but still, there can still be a successful bandit trick on those two Selmas, but Yuki doesn't go for it for some reason. Maybe not carrying the second Selma going off. That means that the wall is open at least partially there, so there's the damage on the roof.
Yeah, I believe he was being contested from below by the IQ. At least shots were being fired in his position, so I guess that's why he decided not go for a second. He might have destroyed at least one of the charges. And mostly just waste some time, but in the end, it's Jewett getting the opening kill there onto Aljo. And that's the Brava unfortunately lost. Opening kill hit aside for Frequency, something they get really used at this moment as they lost once twice. This could help them to finally win. Don't be already on top of White Stairs. She is in a very strong position to do some real damage. Bankus with a kill onto Favel. Rexy with a kill onto Bankus. That leaves us with a 3 versus 4. Still on the side of Frequency, the defending team, and especially with 2 kills now coming out from Yuki and Hachi, it's all coming out to Pat standing alive in 1 versus 4.
Yeah, and this situation is really tricky, especially with 20 seconds left. Basically no info for him. He decides, you know what? Time out with his team.
15 seconds to
Talk
go.
it out. What is going wrong? Is not working.
10 seconds left.
They had success on this side, but this time around, not getting it. Just going a bit more aggressive and just trying to kill. Wow, okay, through the wall. Kind of randomly there, but still, a kill is a kill, and a round 1 is a round 1 for Frequency, as that does mean that they will go into some unknown territory. They're going to pick Meeting and Kitchen, the last bomb site on their defensive half, the tertiary bomb site, which, I mean, it's still gonna go either way. It's still a really powerful site, still very difficult to attack for the attacking team.
Yeah,
Yeah, depends on how the team will be played out.
for sure.
Yeah, which team will do better.
Difficult bomb site to attack, difficult bomb site to defend. Like I said, this is the decider map between 2 great teams. Perhaps this bomb site is a way to differentiate these 2 teams. as I mean, both teams really know how to attack and defend the two main bomb sides, but tertiary sides, that's where teams might even differentiate themselves from each other. So very curious to see how this will go. It's at least Frequency finally also reclaiming the lead in the previous round after not being able to win one since the first round. So yeah, this is the second round. But for now, they are in the leads. And I'm very curious, will we see the first free split of this evening? Or will we see another 2-4 split in the favor of Frequency?
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
If it does happen, it would be a day of 2-4 splits for the first half, which it's not bad. It's still very much going the way of being a 2-4 split. But historically, it did favor the team that got that advantage. But Ryuga, interestingly enough, going for 2 breaches. I think they're opening 2 breaches in a row. Oh, bandit trick does happen and does trick this wall. There's still a line of sight, but you can't walk through it. You can't plant through it. But it does look like, yeah, actually not 2, 3 hard breachers, as Maverick is also on the board here with the Thermite. I think they are going for a bit of a split kind of pressure here as breach is being opened up. Maverick not even with the OC shields being placed to deny some of that rotation potential.
Yeah, Ryuga really setting up for an execute here. You can really see they want to go from different sides. They place utility to favor those positions and strengthen those positions. And those are all positions from where they have long lines of sight straight into the bomb site or into attic, which is also a key position to defend or attack this bomb site. And from here, they can really start make things going. First, of course, they will need to open up this wall, which is currently being protected by the bandit charge. Dealt with. So this is the moment that the wall will be opened up, and now very good position to go for an attack. They have clear lines of sight, they have entry points, they have the bombs that surrounded from 2 sides, and this puts Just in a very difficult position. Aljameister getting the kill there. And the only player who was playing inside of Meeting now being taken care of. Meeting is completely left in a very weak position. Yes, there's defenders ready to take control over attic and defend from there, or in kitchen to take back the control over Meeting. But this will be very difficult. Tubero, however, no, getting very close to the stage. If the defenders do not know about it, dangerous.
Doesn't look like they know, and Shinji really powerful position here to wait for diffuser. Gold finds Bankus elsewhere, but oh no, he exposed his position now. They know where he is. He does find at least 1 kill, but now to get away it's gonna be difficult. Oh, never mind. Oh, Shinji and Hachi get 2 kills themselves. Ryu, Gold gets another one. Fazon still, it goes to Bang out. It's a 1v1. Yuki left for a side of Team Frequency, and Fazon going for the plan here. He's looking quite exposed. He baits it. He gets off. Fazon. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to go. He can't find the last player.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really well done by Yuki. And to stay composed and side of Ryuga not being composed and not winning out. Really close round, but it does mean that we continue the streak of 2-4 splits as Team Frequency find themselves at a round advantage. But they are an attack, which has proven to be a bit more difficult. But it's a whole new team, it's a whole new half, and still anything can happen on this Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon being only 39% attacking favored, so technically Ryuga actually did a good job by getting those 2 rounds on the boards, where of course the defense is 61% favored in favor of the defense. So yeah, this should mean that Ryuga has a very good chance to actually score some points as well, and by winning 2 points they would even out the score for this map, or eventually bring it to 4-4 or 5-5. I think there's a very good chance for Ryuga actually to fight back. Both teams have a very workable score. Like Frequency has 4 points on the board, just needs 3 more to win the map, where Ryuga has 2, and especially the defense backing them up. They have a great
attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and
so good half for either of the 2 teams, and it's really going to come to the second half and the roles that have changed to see which team will be stronger.
Side of Ryuga on their defense, going for a strategy yet again, differing from what Team Frequency has been bringing this whole time, but their turtle defense did pay off. So we'll see if the more open, more roam favored strategy will be for the side of Ryuga here, as the brought, and yeah, that Ram is definitely being brought to counter this row game. Definitely, side Team Frequency aware of the type of strategies that Ryuga will be bringing, and getting the right operation countered, but we've seen if the utility is used effectively here, as Fazon, excuse me, is feeling a bit of pressure, has popped the goal canister out here, so will pop another one himself. It's a lot of time being wasted here on this goal, as Hatchet does find Fazon through this angle, through the floor. There we go, the Ram is paying off, doing just this. Oh no, the goal canisters working against them, and just is able to find another one. 3v5 and another one.
Oh no.
Caught lacking. 2v5. Ryuga strategy not paying off.
No, definitely not. Ryuga finding themselves in a very difficult situation. A 2 versus 5 with still far over a minute remaining. The second side has plenty of time to get the drones out, find information, weaken the defensive setup by breaching walls, hatches, destroying utility, and even then they would still have plenty of time to go for an execute. They just need to find out where these two players are, take one of them out, and then do even a 1 versus 5 potentially. With Wamaya being played here by ascending the stairs, they would have got a chance to potentially go for a nasty flank, but as a Nuke and the other player, I'm not sure what it was, both get a kill in a very short amount of time. It's another round going to side of Frequency, putting the score on 2-5, 1 round away from the map points and match points. It's a very understandable time for Ryuga to bring out this technical timeout, because now they're suddenly 3 rounds behind on their opponent. Not a good position to be in, and they really need to find something to score some rounds real fast, otherwise it might be over before they like it to be over.
Yet again, the side of Team Frequency proving that their roam clear game is on point, able to dislodge these defenders of Ryuga, and Ryuga might need to reevaluate and see which maybe change of strategies in order here to do something different, and try to do something different here on this map. That's probably why the timeout is called. They understand that what we're doing doesn't work. We know from Clubhouse, and now looking at a very similar situation. I mean, maybe even a mirror situation. I don't remember. It was quite a while back, but yeah, MG Ryuga will be looking to not repeat what happened on Clubhouse and go for adapt a bit quicker to what he's bringing. Does look like they're going for a bit of an aggressive strategy, going for a Mira on the upstairs. Is important to see. Yeah, it's definitely not a default setup, which, hey, I like to see Oregon. I mean, we all know how to basically play Oregon, but
yeah,
bringing out a Mira here is...
It's something I haven't seen for a very long time. And what I said earlier, like I said, Oregon is one of the it's not exactly a new thing, but it's something we haven't seen for a long time, and that makes me very happy, because it also means that the attackers potentially have forgotten about this. In this case, Frequency, they might have forgotten about playing against a Mira on the team on the stop floor. And this could be a problem for us. We need to find a way to do this, which of course can be done. This floor below the Mira at Kids is bridgeable, so they can be below. I don't think they can do anything from the window, although no, actually the window is also a very possible point. Yeah, that's a perfect line of sight. It has been reinforced with a castle barricade, so they will need to deal with that one as well. But there's a lot of ways to deal with this Mira, but they will need to do it, and if they don't, the Mira can be a big problem for them.
Yeah, they do it better, because those are my discs are being recharged, and already I think I see a couple big placed in here there, so Nash can break this window, but if we don't deal with those on my discs, utility could be wasted there, but it doesn't look like Frequency is worrying too much about this mirror window, instead going just for regular main breach here. They're treating it as just the regular line of sight that we see on this trophy, but it does mean that the play could be quite as comfortable here, as Aljameister is feeling a bit more comfortable in this tower. He knows no one's gonna go for this side of the map, so looks like he will be willing to assist from these outside windows as KG comes from top white. He's in a gunfight, breaks all this utility that has been placed there, especially for him. But there's Fazon on the downstairs lurk here. I think they should be aware that he's present, but it doesn't look like much is going to be done. Smash Charge is being used to get some verticality on this through this bottom floor. He knows that Frost is playing on these bunks, so should know what to deal with.
Yeah, and once again, it's a 5 versus 5 with only 50 seconds remaining. So once again, it is going to be a bloodbath. It's coming down to the gunfight, and he's finding this situation. This should be favoring the defenders, and that's what's happening. Gold and Pat's getting 1 kill each, but then choosing the 4 and Pat. Now 4 versus 3 in favor of Ryuga. Another, actually, attacker now gets a kill. That's Braxy falling. Free. HP advantage, 45 frequency, the time not working in favor. Just however, getting a kill onto Gold is a manufactured gains, and this is the moment they can go for the plant. They are in a good position to go for the safe plants, and the defenders need to find a way to contest it. If they don't, they will find themselves in a difficult situation with the time which they now do. With the 2 versus the 3, they have 30 seconds to find the defeat. But then with Shinji getting killed on Aljameister, it's all coming out to Fazon, who now finds himself in a 1 versus 2 situation. And he's completely surrounded, he gets found by Just, and just like that, it's another round win for Frequency, and also map / match point gained for them.
Yep, and it does look like a repeat of Clubhouse.
Yeah.
nearly 1 for 1, round for round, I think. Yeah, I mean, it does look a lot more dominant for Frequency though, as it is 5 rounds in a row that they've won so far, and the timeout not paying off for Ryuga. But still, they are persevering, and they're going for laundry this time around, and going for some direct clash. We saw the clash being used by that Frequency Esport, which wasn't really effective. It was a completely different site. This time around, on the basement, she might be a bit more effective, as I said before. Basement doesn't have a lot of ways into it, and doesn't have a lot of angles where you could catch a clash from behind, so this might be quite effective.
Yeah, that's the only positivity to say for Ryuga. They are on the defense, which should benefit them heavily. We haven't seen it in the first 2 rounds, but it should still benefit them.
5 seconds remaining.
The technical timeout unfortunately didn't turn the tide, but if they want to turn the tide, well, this is the moment to do it, of course. The Frequency will win. So yeah, Ryuga needs to win 4 rounds in a row, cannot afford to lose a single. Has my stationed here waiting for any defenders to enter cluelessly. But the drone was speed-based. They know about the position. Still, he actually manages to make it out, which is a big thing. Also, Mute getting close to actually support him. So if the attackers are not aware about this Mute, this might end very dramatically for the attackers. But in the end, the defenders decide to just take it safe, play it safe, fall back, and mostly just waste a bit of time and give a bit of a scare.
And again, Ryuga is playing really well, as we saw in Clubhouse, as 2 players support each other in when they need to. It's really nice to see, but I mean, you gotta support it throughout the round, and we aren't really seeing that happen. We aren't seeing a lot of trades happening from either of these teams, but still, there is a lot of time for these to happen, as some pressure being Aljameister playing in the server position is a really difficult play, especially with the verticals and the round, and Ash make their way in. That was supposed to be kind of the shield to protect the speed, but Ash just being too fast, too furious.
Oh my.
Yeah,
He's just looking at the hatch. The Monty is getting close, but he Wait, am I looking wrong? No, I'm not looking wrong, right?
Don't have a monster, yeah, fine. But it's
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I was completely confused there. I'm sorry. Either way, yeah. The one I was looking upstairs, but of course it was covered
A
by
bomb has been
the other
located.
Monty coming down. My bad. Sorry. But yeah, 4 versus 5. Last minute now approaching, so that's a good thing for the defenders. There's not much time remaining for the attackers, even though they have the man advantage.
Attackers
But they
drop the
still need to
diffuser.
make that move. They
Attackers
need to
will
get
cover
into
the
the
bomb
building
diffuser.
or a building to the basement and actually put pressure on the bomb site. And the time for that is running out. And with the clash in play and for 3 defenders to back her up, the defenders here of Ryuga might have a chance.
losing a lot of HP from a set of just smokes are being bobbed. Braxy should be able to see through it, but gold kill. These smokes denying all vision. Oh, Pad gets a kill with the shorty. And another coming in. Pleaser cannot find him. Okay, too long of an angle. Pad being the last man, last side of his team, but unable. And it is a repeat of Clubhouse. It is a 7-2 victory for the side of Frequency, who will advance forward and will go on through the loser bracket. And congrats to them on a really, really, they definitely deserved victory. I mean, there was a little snag on border, but still, they managed to win it out, and they, yeah, managed to go on. We say goodbye to MG Ryuga, and yeah, I mean, they did put up a very good fight against Frequency.
Yeah, I'm not just saying goodbye to MG Ryuga, but also to the MG organization because they had a total of 3 teams in our competition. First, Minions fell, then Aspire, and now it's Ryuga. So the MG organization totally, completely out of the competition. But the good thing is, all of their teams made it to the top 16, I believe. Yeah, we went with 16 teams to the bracket, I believe. Yeah, so the top 16. So that's still pretty good. They did well. Minions did the least, I would say, then Aspire then next, and Ryuga at least still making it to the top 6. So still a very good accomplishment by all of those 2 teams, but especially Ryuga, of course, who came the furthest and in that 5th/6th position. Frequency, therefore, like you said, already progressing to the next layer of the bracket. I'm not sure whether you already have the
Yep.
updated visual. Yes, we do perfectly. And yeah, we can see Frequency now progressing, playing against Phoenix, who earlier won against Envision. And that match is actually taking place next week, Monday. That's something I can already tell you. Monday is when that match is happening. And then we know which of the 2 teams will go to the lower bracket final and will play against the loser of Mafia Squad, sorry, the Mafia Squad Ghost Army versus Enterprise Gaming, which is actually taking place tomorrow. So there's only a total of 3 matches left before the grand final. So 4 matches in total with the grand final included. So we're really coming down to the last bit of this competition. There's only 4 teams left in the running, by the way. It's just a very little number. 4 matches, 4 teams. Each match, no, not each match we will have a loser, but we will have 3 more matches where a team gets sent home at least. So things are getting very, very spicy from here on. So I hope to see you all tomorrow again, of course, when we're going to have that upper bracket final between Enterprise and Ghost Army. And then, of course, next week we will be continuing, and we'll soon update you with a new date on the grand finals and stuff, as we're still figuring things out. Of course, after we had to move everything with the sensitivity slash dead zone bug. Well, first of all, Odex, I also want to thank you because you did actually an amazing job. We didn't point it out earlier to our viewers. They might have seen it in the ticker, but Onex was not just casting tonight, by the way. He was observing and producing, so really carrying this stream where I only had to sit back and do casting. But so huge shout out to you. Thank you for being here, for making the stream possible. But then also thank you to Ryuga for participating and our viewers for watching. We hope to see you all tomorrow evening with another match coming up. Have a good evening.